Hey guys, this is Connors from Gunroom.tv, and today we're answering a viewer request on how to take apart your Walther Colt 1911 for cleaning. First thing to do that you should do every time you pick up a gun is clear it. So magazine out and check it for ammunition. We're all clear, so let's continue on. Next thing to do is to remove the barrel shroud. This is in 3 pieces, and the first thing we need to do is unscrew it from the end of the gun. Once you get to this point, it will be stuck on the gun, so we need to unscrew it from the bottom as well. You can set that to one side. The next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove the nut on the end. You'll need the spanner that came with your gun in order to do this. I have loosened it off for the purposes of this video. Set that to one side, and now you can slide off the rest of the barrel shroud and the barrel sleeve itself. If you didn't want to go through this entire rigmarole and you wanted to shed what is quite a lot of weight from the front of the gun, of course you can head on over to Magload.co.uk and pick yourself up a carbon shroud for one of these. From here, it's very much like any other 1911. First of all, we're going to remove the recoil spring. So we're going to press down on the plunger here and slide the barrel bushing over to the left. We're then going to remove the recoil spring cap and recoil spring. Slide the barrel bushing over to the right, and you can pull that off of the slide. Next, we are going to take the slide off. So what we need to do is pull the slide back so that the slide catch is sitting in that notch there, and we need to push this slide catch out from the other side using this button. If your gun's new, this is going to be very, very stiff, so I do recommend using the side of the spanner that came with the gun just to get you started by pushing it like that. You'll avoid scratching your gun that way. Once you've got it started, you can then grab it from this side, and with a little bit of wiggling, you'll be able to pull it out, like so. Then the slide comes back just a little bit further, lifts off the back and forward off the gun. Next thing we're going to do is remove the barrel. So what you're going to do is push it backwards so it's released from the frame. You're going to twist it round so the flat side of the barrel here is in line with the ejector, and then you can slide it past it quite easily, just like that. You now have your components all apart, ready to clean. Get in there, make sure the rails are cleaned and lubricated, clean around anything that you can see that's covered in grime, and there will be a lot of it after shooting .22. Your barrel is exceptionally easy to clean once it's out of the gun like this. Do be careful not to bend it because they are quite delicate when they are all exposed like this, and make sure you get in there on the feed ramp and clean that out as well. Pay some attention to the slide too. There's actually quite a lot going on in these. They're not as simple as you might think. So make sure you clean all inside the bolt head, around the firing pin channel and underneath the extractor. We're not going to cover taking the bolt apart here because it is quite an involved job. I suggest if you've got anything that requires the bolt being taken apart, take it to your gunsmith. Bluefield Sports are well trained and can service all of these guns. Right, now for the second most fun bit, reassembly. It's the reverse of the disassembly. We're going to slide the barrel in, making sure that the barrel feed ramps here are upside down. Pull it through with that flat part past the ejector there, and then rotate it 180 degrees and pull it into place like so. Then we're going to slide the slide on, pull it all the way back, and then forward just enough so those notches there are lined up. Now we have an issue which is very common here, where the recoil spring guide is covering the hole that we need to pass the slide stop through. So I'm going to use a pointed tool here just to pull that back to expose it, and then we can push the slide stop through, make sure those notches there are lined up so we can pop that all the way home, like so. Next thing to do is to refit the recoil spring. This actually starts with the barrel bushing, so slide the barrel bushing on so it's pointing to the right and it drops down like so, and then slide it all the way over to the left like that. Pull the slide forward to help hold the barrel in place here, like that. And then pop the spring in from the front push it down whilst holding the slide with the other hand and rotate the barrel bushing round until that snaps into place. Next is just to refit the barrel sleeve. So you have two ends to this. You have a plain end to the barrel sleeve and you have an end with a notch on it. The notch points down on the gun, and as you slide the sleeve in, you can just rotate it until you hear that click and you know it's fully seated where it needs to be. Then you can refit it with the back end of the fake silencer and the barrel nut goes on. The barrel nut is required for the function of the gun, so even if you wanted to leave the shroud off, you can leave this bit off, but this bit at the end here does need to be refitted. And make sure to tighten that up again using your spanner. Then it's just a case of refitting the shroud. I like to screw it on part of the way to the front of the nut and then screw it on the back portion all the way, like so. And then finish screwing on the shroud there. And that's it. You should now know how to disassemble and reassemble your Colt Walther 1911. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you've got anything that you want to say to us, please leave it in the comments below. If you want to see more like this, let us know. This has been Connors with Gunroom.tv. Shoot fast, don't miss.